Thank you for being here. I'm Falcon. I'm representing the arguments. The realisation of conservation works to Doherty House, also known as Doherty Mansion and Doherty Room, the result of several engagements since 2010 between RBA and the two prime stakeholders. A developer was seeking the contemporary typology of former farmland subdivision, and a local council seeking to maintain today's assets. Doherty House now stands as the rehabilitated ruin within new urban sprawl, a landmark telling both the ongoing history and the ongoing story. The site was bought and house built by local council in 1877 and was described in historic plans as brown grass plains. These lands were previously maintained and lived on by the Bunurong people, who dispossessed as squatters and violence security bond. Doherty, amongst others, adapted an existing cultural asset that was used for time more. Doherty's house appears to have originally been a two-story structure, with the second story demolished sometime in the early 20th century due to this spill. Evidence for the second story includes voids and organic walls, a metal vent cover to ventilate the ground floor ceiling space, and a remnant course of slate around a second story structure. Doherty House was one of hundreds of houses destroyed in the 1969 bushfires, which occurred on the plain between Melbourne and Geelong. The intensity perhaps inflamed by the absence of the Bunurong which was traditionally practiced by farming. An interview with a family member who lived in the place as a child revealed a story of a hurried escape in the back of the maid's use as the fire swept across the grass. Doherty's house has remained ruined since. The ruin is located at 1 Sutherland Boulevard, east, at the end of a long narrow reserve. It's 28 kilometres west of Melbourne, in an area of suburban development approximately 1.5 kilometres. The house is on a rise, the north side of the tight, is highly visible from Doherty's way to the north. Doherty's house is great for us with local significance, subject to a new reading and heritage overlay from the Woodland plans. The statement of significance comments towards building the state, its importance in the open and area of tourism, and its size as the largest of those over. It's worth noting the irony that the women's store now approaches on Doherty House, which is especially for them. There have been many layers of engagement at Doherty House, starting with preliminary heritage advice with the developer in 2018, and continue to be adapted for investigation. In 2021, a new developer engaged RBA to prepare land and links to the conservation works, which developed over the next 2 years. Now, the brief is relatively simple. As part of the permit condition for development in the area, the developer must restore the rural to a safe and stable state for owners and trades to be accounted. However, the simple brief inherits an inescapable relation between the developer and his goal is to maximize yield and a local authority without a school. In order for such to be adapted in the future, each common goal added to size. Immediately accelerates present conflict as a to manage our clients' cost expectations against the realities of conservation work by engaging with biochars amounts in the development as fully as possible. So the conceptual framework for this project therefore looks at the analogy of the concept, the magic of revealing the hidden layers between plants. We thought Doherty's ruin is just as important as Doherty's mansion as Doherty's house. Historic photos and plans were replaced by 40 years of 2-story ago. 50 years as a single-story structure, and now 40 years of ruin. We believe that the ruin is as tangible as overall heritage as the place and the mansion that all the mansion that all built. Built environment forms our clear. This little bluestone ruin built provided RBA with an opportunity to facilitate a greater understanding of time has passed in the new context of the urban French. We sought to allow a telling of both time as former squatter and owners of farmland and the Victorian historic fire from which the last remembered harvest. Furthermore, we sought to leave a place ready for its next life, and shelter to be reused for promotion of other goods. We undertook this in the belief that the village is just as deserving as the fine growing mission. The inherited site carved out as a island to the involved developments. It's expansive space, somewhat as the open setting of a farmhouse, leading us to conservation and on boards of unusually, it is difficult to identify a new primary site blocks. The main entry to the further precinct classified via New Quiet Road, which over the old ground front, the main road and the park about 7 meters to sides. This cleaving from its original setting is somewhat offset by the previous fall of the roof. The absence of roof doors or empty park makes the place more recognizable as marked with more nested, at least one of the houses in the however, a room is. Investigations were undertaken by the commencement of conservation works. These include material scientists and initiatives, but then the fire nature mining water to match ideal sensitive methods. geotechnical investigation of geotechnics, inspired methods to improvement. Stonemason mostly stone, carefully moving vegetation, a challenge to the basic trees were effectively tying together. Engineer T craft system in development of stabilizing walls, the bottom of the next carry out by the high examination. Now, the remnant fabric is in a parallel state. With this in mind, our team examined the detailed 3D scheme by Dixon, which helped review rotating walls and fixed sections. A partial collapse you can see here occurred to a north wall in the 2021 September earthquake. The end result of the three primary causes of this failure were brutal tying the walls together, adverse reactive soil conditions, all conditions. The approach to remediating the instability is the implementation of external structures tied to the walls. This intervention is reversible in time, and as such, I painted black as a non-intrusive visual element, nonetheless distinct. Ongoing water ingress and mechanical growth required simply repointing and remortaring. A stitching method was used whereby a very large was noted once where possible, we get the walls were undertaken without production of material, using plastic material available on site. This was undertaken without plastic or the sustainability of maintaining the volume assets. Installation of a semi-permeable compacted crushed rock was a perimeter element and interior wall was installed with water ingress, ensuring the water was not flowing internally. Hydrated line capping was installed to the exposed tops of the limestone walls. Methods similar to less permeable mixed to the repointing model will prevent water damage and regrowth of containing material. Back when we go in, external basalt lintels were not replaced, rather they were replaced with discrete steel lintels installed to minimise any loss of fixing value. Internal timber sills, which go back by, were replaced with matching timber lintels. Every choice was made in order to celebrate existing condition. Ultimately, the community now has a immediate landmark for the bond cemeteries in the area. The legibility of the site of the building creates a visual historic layout, which crucially speaks to the changing identity, change the gaming where traditional homes were displaced, including value and office. Now that the process of decay has been arrested, a fertile backdrop for adaptive reuse and historic gentrification. The added value provided has been recognised by the council, Australians who see the laws, who are now the business producing to advocate the senior process of sites and some of which act very
what is the science and view of
So we inherited the site, the extent of line which the sits in. It was all determined before we came up with it. You see it on this here. Maximise your yields around the outside part. It's very heavily taken up. The council did push this part, so we amended it. It is a part of there have been a number of developers who educated on the sites. They're doing it, for instance. There are a number of different, you can see this area to the north is not the same development, so they're farmland gets bought up. There are a number. The one, for example, with a particular materials materials analysis, water, that structure. And then there's also within that all bits of plaster, then hints of what we looked at some of this main consider that structure.
But you think to give us a little reason or it's a little breaking them down.
Sure. So these are techniques that our office has used before. One of the novel ones was the introduction of the less permeable more we wanted it to be as authentic as possible, so we tried to make this as similar to the realm that we use in research again to sort of really best. So that. This is very helpful.